So my friends over at the Spanish Public Library have a growing collection of zines. They asked me to make them a custom rack for the zine collection. So I designed the unit on CAD, and then I loaded a sheet of 3/4 inch pre-finished birch ply onto the CNC router. Here you can see me setting it up, doing the Z-touch, then putting together our new fancy 3D printed dust chute. Here the machine's doing all the pockets and then cutting out panels of the rack. This is like a real challenge and something new for me, designing something from scratch on CAD and then cutting it out. But it was a really satisfying process and I enjoyed the growth. So here I'm dry fitting it all together, putting all the pieces in. It's a bit of a moment of truth. Does it all fit? Did I do the CAD model correctly? Thankfully, I was able to locate those tabs into the holes, give it a smack, and it all comes together quite nicely. The whole thing ended up being pretty heavy, so let's put it there. Yeah, and it came together. Time to give it a light sand, get all the pieces nice and smooth. And then I was using this really bright colored neon acrylic, which looks amazing. As the CNC cuts it, the light hits the cut parts and it really pops. I'd never used this material before, and it was a real joy to use. So to glue it together, you have to use this special adhesive called Weld-On. Here I'm taking off the tabs, cleaning it up, and then using a method with this little applicator to put the weld on into the cracks and assemble the boxes. It's pretty satisfying, and the acrylic works really well with the CNC router, so I was super happy with that. The boxes really pop, and I hope they're gonna draw people in to get interested in the zine collection at the library. Here I'm putting plasters on the base of it. All library furniture kind of seems to be on wheels. They're like a flexible approach. And then they also wanted a cool sign for on top of the unit. So I made that out of the bright pink acrylic. I was using a 1/8 single flute upcutter bit to cut through the acrylic, and this funky font, which I made the lettering out of. I had to drill and countersink the holes. I should have done that on the CNC beforehand, but hey ho. And then attaching them onto the top of the shelf. I thought the acrylic looked really cool with light shining through the back, so I wanted to accentuate that by having half the lettering off of the plywood. I also added these clear plastic dividers so that the zine collection could be organized. So yeah, there we have it. You've got the display portion at the top and then storage for the collection underneath. Color matching my fleece to the acrylic was not intentional, but I'm not mad about it. Anyway, go check out the zine rack. It's in the Spanish Public Library, and there's also Spanish Zine Fest coming up soon.